Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be an extreme declutter and organize with me. As many of you guys know, we are moving in just a couple of months and we still have so much to do. We have so much stuff that we need to get rid of and just go through and declutter. It is honestly overwhelming. Moving is usually a fun process for me, but for some reason, this time around, I am just so overwhelmed. And not only does a new baby bring in so much more stuff and just material things into the house, but we already had accumulated so many things over these past few years being married, and we still have never gone through some of my teaching bins from when I was a teacher, and you guys, it is just an absolute mess. So this video is going to be the first video in my decluttering series. Every Wednesday up until the time that we move, I will be putting out some sort of decluttering or organizing video for you guys just to give you some cleaning and decluttering motivation, and hopefully just to inspire you to lead a simpler life, get rid of the things that don't bring you joy, and just really kind of strive for a more minimalistic lifestyle, which is really what we are trying to do as well.
Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy.
When we step foot into our new house, I want to be able to start with a clean, fresh slate and to kind of decorate and set things up as I go. But I also don't want to start out with a lot of stuff because I want to be able to focus on the things that matter and not on all of the materialistic things. Now, granted, like a lot of us, I do think things are beautiful and there are a lot of things that do bring me joy and make my home feel cozy and just refreshing and welcoming. And so those things I am obviously going to keep. However, I definitely don't use a lot of the things in my house, so those are the things that I'm focusing on getting rid of. So my goal by the end of this challenge for myself, by the end of my decluttering series, which is basically before we move, is to have gotten rid of at least 500 items, whether those are things that I had to throw away or things that I sold or things that I would have donated. It doesn't matter, as long as I have gotten rid of 500 items, that is my goal, and I will feel successful and it will just be a weight lifted off my shoulders. So I would love to know if you guys are going to do this with me. How many items are you looking to get rid of in your home? Now, I know 500 sounds a lot, but that is because I'm going through my entire home, including my garage, all of my holiday bins, just everything. So I would love to know in the comments below how many items you would like to get rid of in this season with me.
Love, love, you could be the one I trust. All the second chances are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life.
So a lot of the items that I decluttered in the guest bedroom, as you saw, were extra pillows, extra blankets, things like that that we never ended up using. When we have guests stay with us, they really don't use those items. They basically use the blankets that are on the bed and the fan, and that is it. They don't really ever use the hangers or the drawers or the hamper that was in there, just really none of it. And because they're only here for a short period of time, they don't take the time to really utilize all of those things. They are little nice touches if you have someone staying for an extended period of time, but honestly, we really don't have that too often, so I decided to get rid of all of those unnecessary things that people don't use when they're staying with us. Also, I wanted to mention that the blankets that I had shoved under the bed were actually king and California king size comforters. The bed in our guest room is actually a queen size, so those comforters don't even fit that bed. We were just looking for a place to store them. those are the items that need to be decluttered and gotten rid of. So like I said, we didn't use them and they didn't bring me joy. I never even saw them. They were just always under the bed. So obviously it was time for them to go.
Feel the wind on my face.
So I had started in the guest bedroom because that was the least cluttered room in our house, if you can believe that. Now I am working on the linen closet or the storage closet that's in the hallway next to the guest bedroom, and then I will be moving into our guest bathroom. So I'm kind of going to be working my way through the house this way, grouping some rooms together to make it kind of easier to tackle a few areas at once. Obviously, some of the rooms will take one entire video, such as the kitchen or things in the garage, our closet. Those ones will be separate videos because, whew, you guys, wait till you see how much stuff we have.
Oh, there's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day
So in this closet, again, I typically keep extra bedding like pillowcases, pillows. I also keep games and everything that we need for the beach in here. It's kind of like a hodgepodge, and that's fine with me as long as it's organized and I know what's in here. So as you can see, I kind of just went through everything and pulled out items that we never used. We had so many pillowcases, you guys. We probably had around 20 pillowcases that we never even used. So these definitely had to go.
day today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give.
So one area of items that I didn't end up decluttering at all, I just kind of reorganized, is this gaming shelf. So I did end up keeping all of the games that we have, and that is because our families, when they're in town, when people are staying with us, we definitely tend to play games a lot. So I did keep all of our games just so that we had some options, but in the future, when we get more games, I will go ahead and get rid of some once we find the new ones that we love.
Again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff.
So for today, I will be finishing up in our guest bathroom, and I like to keep the guest areas, both the bedroom and the bathroom, as simple and clean as possible because, like I said earlier, when guests are here, they really don't need a whole lot. Just enough to feel cozy and welcome, but they really don't need all of the extra things. Now, we do bathe our little one in this bathroom most of the time, so some of her extra stuff is underneath the sink, so I'm just gonna go through and declutter this area and only keep in here what we absolutely need for guests.
Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go.
So I am focusing just on decluttering and organizing today. I'm not really doing a deep clean. However, my sweet hubby was being so helpful and hung up the shower curtain, but it did have wrinkles. So I decided to take it down and throw it back in the dryer for a few minutes so that while I was kind of cleaning up in the bathroom, that can go ahead and de-wrinkle and I would hang it back up. But we did just wash that and he hung that up, being so sweet. He is so helpful.
Two better times.
as I mentioned earlier in the video, I will be doing this decluttering series up until the time that we move, unless it takes me less time than that, but honestly, I don't think it will. You guys have not seen the nitty-gritty areas in our house yet, and maybe a while ago you did, and we kind of were able to tackle some of those areas when we first moved in, but you guys, oh my goodness, just wait until you see. I hope this gives you some extreme cleaning, decluttering, and organizing motivation for your own home. I know a lot of you guys declutter on a regular basis, and that is definitely my goal. I am striving for more consistency when it comes to that. So when we get into our new house, that is definitely going to be something that I do more regularly instead of having to declutter everything at once. However, this is kind of fun for me, and it's actually super motivating. Thank you guys for those of you who are decluttering with me. I know a lot of you guys have sent me messages on Instagram saying that you're going to do this too, and I'm just so excited.
Ignore the tears and only write down the laughter and open rose. I've already found sunlight, the feeling grows, and anything sounds alright. I'm breaking loose, living in the moment in my own balloon. I glide across the ground and over the ocean.
All right, so take a look at all of these items that I was able to declutter from just these 3 small spaces. I did end up going through my garage as well, just for a couple of items that I could sell. So on this evening after this video was made, I was able to sell all of these things as well, and I was able to get rid of over 100 items. You guys, that is so exciting, and that is way more than I thought I would get rid of. So I hope this gives you some good cleaning and decluttering motivation to tackle some projects in your house, and I hope you guys have a blessed week. See you in my next video.